Okay, let's go ahead and give this a whirl. Here we go. Here we go, here we go. Getting just everything set up here so I can see the chat. There we go. Looks like everything's in reasonable working order. There we go. Let's explore. Oh, hello everybody. Merry almost Christmas, happy holidays, all that good stuff. Let me know if my button presses are too close to the microphone. And they're too kind of plasticky sounding controller here, so I don't want it to be like, you know, in your ears. Alright, now let's see if I can remember the switch between A and B. Oh god, here we go. There we go, beautiful. Oh, no, wait, what are you... There we go. Let's see what they have to say. The green icon at the top of the screen is the action you can currently perform with B, Zora. Not hearing controller noises. Zell is here, the team lead for this particular mod. You can check out his YouTube, his Twitter, and his Patreon in the description below if you feel so inclined to support him. At least check one of those links out, at the very least. Because he has other things in the works as well that are very interesting. I'm a very shy person. That's why I'm usually out of sight. If you come near me, we can chat. This is so awkward. Yes, I agree. Can you hear me? Use the Z trigger. Huh? Why is B now? Wait, there was a jump button originally? Yeah. You could manually jump, and you could also auto-jump. So it's kind of a funky little combination of things. So if I press Z here... Oop, get out of here. I can view... That's not what I want to do, though. Here we go. Press the action button, I can jump. So there's a couple different things that I could do here. You know, I can incorporate that into combat, right? But I could also do, like, auto jumps, right? Like this, auto jumping from place to place. Or I could manually jump, which I'm not sure why I would necessarily want to in this instance, but I'm sure there were probably some other instances where it made a little bit more sense. Girl, what are you doing? My house is a mess right now, so you can't go in. Okay. Looks like he's practicing kung fu over here. I will take a swipe at you, you son of a bitch. You sick son of a bitch. Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. It is the day before Christmas Eve. Oh, thank you, Mr. Dunn. Console Variation says hello. You're doing an amazing job as always. Thank you very much. Definitely check out Console Variations if you guys have not. It is a well-described name because he has pretty much every console variation and in-depth information on each one of those variations. So it's really nice. It's like a little jail. Unfortunately, in Detroit, you see windows like this a lot. Where, you know, really nice home, but all the windows are just barred. It's getting a lot better, but, I mean, it was kind of a pretty common thing to see for a long time. Keep intruders out and stuff, unfortunately. Although, there was also kind of a thing where, you know, people would get these bars, but make them, like, really, like, intricate and nice, which is kind of a weird thing to think about. Another nice thing here is that they're sort of like linked to the past and auto shield defense. So you can see there that I'm not necessarily pressing the shield, but it just automatically like tinks against the shield there. Which makes it a lot easier. The enemy can still hit me, but as you can see, like, I'm not doing a ton here, but I'm still actually properly defending myself by just messing around. Hey, how come I can't kill you? Get out of here. That jump feels so odd. Yeah, it does. Does this recreation work on original hardware? Yes, it does. I am the guardian deity of the Kokiri, the great Deku tree. What are you doing, Louie? Are you fluffing over there? You fluffing and scruffing? Fluffing, scruffing, and ruffing? I venture to guess that my dog is fluffing, scruffing, and roughing on my bed. So this may be one of the last live streams you guys see with this background. So this is an office that's turned into a bedroom that's going to be sort of made into a master bedroom, and I've been redoing my basement and going to turn that into a much nicer game room that doesn't just have a bunch of like foam behind me. So hopefully we'll have yet another Hard4Games room where I can do a little bit more, because it's kind of stressful shooting in here because it's kind of like compact and all my belongings are in boxes. So it's like, oh, I'm gonna dump this whatever. Oh, I need this cord. It's in a box somewhere. Don't remember what box it in the basement. And then like it takes me like a half hour to do something that would take 5 minutes because I'm like looking through crap. Like everything has been taking like 3 times as long over the last couple of year or two since we've been doing this renovation. But we've been getting pretty close to the end, thank God. So I'm pretty happy about that, to be honest with you. You're my favorite channel, Tony. Love the stream. Thank you. SN95 Mustang, new subscriber, love the work you've done. Mario Kart mods brought me here. Stayed for the Zelda content. Awesome, cool. Yeah, the Mario Kart mods episode is one of those things where it's like, you know, I focus a lot on like Zelda, but I'm like, my wife and I really like Mario Kart, so we're like, you know, what can we do that's a little bit different, you know, fun, etc., etc. And I'm like, yeah, there's got to be Mario Kart mods out there. Like, I just was never really part of that community, but turns out there were many and plenty plenty to show off, so it was like really cool. Let's do the Hyrule Castle. Doesn't have a ton going on. It's neat, but maybe Hyrule Field. Here we go. I like how as you roam around here, like just different horses will pop up, and then suddenly you see Ganon's horse and you're like, what the hell? So for those of you that are unaware, this is basically part of the Spaceworld demo. So like, you know, you could do some racing around here, some other horses are about, but you know, they didn't want you going and actually playing the game. So it's kind of like cut off basically. So it's functionally a little bit more like a course, right? So it's like, you go and you play the course, and then you see what it's like riding around on your horse, of course. And then that's kind of just what you do here. Because again, this is, you know, like a demo. Or like a demo area. Just gonna check on something real quick here. Okay, good. Just wanted to check on our connection status. Is it possible to clear this beta? You can clear individual parts of it, but it is set up like the Spaceworld experience would have been. So it's basically like demos and areas that you can play through and enjoy, but it's not like a start to finish experience. Let's see if we can find the... I'm sure you can clip through them, or like Zell could make a levitation code or something to get back here, but I mean, there's just not a ton back here. Actually, I probably just use the spell to turn into Navi and roam around. If I have that. I might not have that. I don't have that. Yeah, it would have been over there. That's okay. But there's not a ton to see over there. It's just sort of like one of those things where you're like, okay, yeah, this is you know, this is neat. Let's those are fun. Ooh, I got so many options here. Hyrule Castle. Well, let's just do Hyrule Castle just so we can knock it out here. So, color-wise, it's just like, it's like almost like neon comparatively to the retail version of the game. I'm just gonna jump my way there. I hope you don't mind. Jumpity jump, jump, jump. Get through here. There we go. So fun. I mean, you know, you had to think about years and years ago, thinking about never even seeing these areas or really knowing the full extent of what they could be based on the screenshots, and then suddenly having all of this information available. Then having a team actually pull it all together is like, wild. I'm thinking someday I'd like to become a grand gatekeeper who blocks the way and doesn't let anyone pass. Yes, one day maybe you will. Oh, well, it looks like they're very well aligned in terms of their goals here, which is really nice, you know, if you're going to be working together, that you both want to be aligned. Oh yeah, so the hat physics. Here we go, let's take a look. Let's see if I can... So the hat physics, going back and forth. I wonder why they got rid of it. I don't know if it would have, they thought it would have been distracting, or Zell, maybe you can answer this. I don't know, like, does it take more resources, like, to do the hat physics? Like, is there any sacrifice to, like, frame rate or anything having the hat physics in there? Like, is there... I don't know why they got rid of it, other than my guess would be it was possibly a distraction. Do a barrel roll. You cannot roll. There is no rolling in this. There's jumping, but there's no rolling. You can't roll forward in this, like you can in the retail game. 100% the hat doesn't wiggle because of performance. We had to do a bunch of janky stuff to make the hat look good in some cases, so that's probably why. Let's see. Hey, what's up? It does nothing to performance. No rolling. I just, every time I see this, especially the age that I am now, I'm thinking like, oh man, Link's knees. He's gonna have so much arthritis when he grows up. It's gonna be horrible. It's gonna be just like me with my arthritis. Oh dear. Zell, maybe you can answer that this question. Does he like do that like wiggle thing? Uh-oh. I got distracted. Like when King Dodongo comes out, he like does this like wiggle thing with his body. Is that in the retail game as well? Take it! Take it! I like how he blows up a little bomb on his way. dare you? Pop a bomb in your mouth. Whee! Just such an eager beaver when it comes to eating bomb. It's really an issue. It's the hap does look really good here. Or really anytime you're Z-targeting an enemy around. Boom! I don't know what you mean with the wiggle thing. Like, so when King Dodongo, when you first see him, his body goes like this. And I didn't remember if that was in the retail version of the game. Like, he does this, like his chest wiggles around. Got a super chat. Thank you so much. Zio Returns Gaming. $5. Is that the A Australian? Cool. Okay, had to watch this. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Tony, my wife wants to know what state you're from. I'm from Michigan. Michigan, as they say. I always, you know, felt bad, like, as a kid, like, slaying these giant beasts, because it's like, you know, I mean, geez, this thing's got to be a couple hundred years old to grow to this size. Like, probably aren't too many of these things left in the world. And I just, like, totally wrecked one. Like, you know, it's like killing, damn near last of its species, or the other Dodongos probably need another, like, 600 years to get to this size. You know, I was kind of, you know, John's here. Hello, John. So as a conservationist, you know, you hate to just wipe out the oldest version of an animal. So I just kind of felt bad, you know, about murdering King Dodongo and his compatriots as a child, you know. F in the chat for the king, boys and girls. F in the chat. Tonely fans. John's still pushing the Tonely fans. Man, please, that sound. What? Oh, the special course. I can't do the special course because it reveal how truly bad I am at playing games, and you need some skill to do the special course, so that's not a good idea. I don't want to out myself as being atrociously terrible at Zelda. So let's go to Dodongo's Cavern instead. Just for a little bit. I already did a video on this. Did a video on a good chunk of this anyways, but just so we can poke around and have some fun. I like how chests in this universe can just be opened by just kicking them toward the base. It's nice. Wish I could open shit around here just by kicking it. What are you doing? You okay? You coughing? My dog is having a moment over there. Where am I? Where am I? What is I? Okay, here we are. Let's just mess around with these a little bit. I mean, I already showed off this whole dungeon. Basically did like a playthrough of it. So why not just light some of these up? Both at once, because that'll be fun. And then try to survive the mayhem that follows. Oh, hi, yeah, the first stream I've caught. Well, welcome. It's mostly just me kind of dicking around, to be honest with you. And also, too, I like hanging out with you guys. You know, it's a nice little social outlet to do something, you know? A little more personal than the regular videos. Also, with Christmas coming up, I've been so damn busy that I haven't really, like, I have some new Satellaview stuff that's been preserved, and I have the footage captured of it, but I haven't written the script of what I'm going to say yet, and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, do I really want to release a video on Christmas? I was going to watch that. I don't know. So, I'm just kind of like, all right, let's do a live stream instead for the time being. Is this the old Hyrule field? Can't remember. No. Alright, so there's a lot of stuff here. Here we go, that's what I wanted. The old Hyrule field is just a massive amount of stuff to explore around in. So much fun. You could just poke around here for days. Oh, is my controller making clinky noises? I can put that down here a little bit so it's less annoying in your ears. I think it was it this one? Which one was the Navi spell? Yes! Just look at how massive this geometry is. Like, just absolutely crazy. I mean, just so much space. They were really going for it, I feel like. And I feel like they had to compact things as things moved along, because you don't want to have, like, just a bunch of really empty space. I think this model was found in the Giga Leak, and we're like, what is it? What do you think it is? Turns out it was Hyrule Castle. But just look at this, like, massive area. Like, it's just absolutely crazy. I'm just gonna, like, keep pushing forward as I read these comments. So in the near future, how far do you think you're growing your channel? Are you going to be around for a while or eventually quit? Well, I've been around for 11 years or 12 years or something, so I hope not. Been sort of, what's the word, drudging through this long. So I probably should continue for a while, a while longer, I guess. Let's go explore a little bit more as Navi. We'll just kind of go a little bit off the ground. Go a little faster. Wish you a Merry Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas to you as well. I also like how a lot of these areas, like rivers, have like no rhyme or reason. They're just kind of like, they're just kind of like, all right, let's do like a basic thing, and then let's kind of like adjust from there. Like, just absolutely craziness. Yeah, the map size is absolutely giant. This is not the best sound either. Playing as Navi. There we go. Do you cover anything arcade? Whoops, I was reading the comments. Fell to my death. Do you cover anything arcade hardware related, like the Manny Python system? Well, according to my pronunciation, no. I'm not really super familiar with arcade stuff, to be honest with you. I mean, like, I've played arcade games and been to arcades, but I'm not really familiar with, like, the history and the hardware and this and that. Not really my my area. Not that I don't enjoy it. I'm just ignorant of it. Let's see what else we got here. This one's always an interesting one just because it's so flat. Just nothingness. I can just, like, read the comments as I roam forward. Although last time I did fall off a cliff, but this is much flatter. I probably shouldn't. That probably won't happen this time around. Yeah, it's too bad we never got Old Castletown in any of the dumps. I've always been kind of curious about that, but who knows, maybe at some point we will. Love how, like, lazy that looks. Like, it's, you clearly see the wall. Like, they don't, like, didn't try to, like, make it seem like you're going off into the distance or anything. It was just... Here you are. No, okay. Oh, like, the old one is not, I don't believe. This is a classic one right here. Wait, come here, you. Look at just like all of this. Oh yeah, I forgot I can't do that here. But if you were to actually just see the map, there's a massive amount of extra space before the game is like, okay, now you're going to go ahead and leave the area. Like, this map is pretty big. For what it is. I mean, for just being, like, a graveyard. It's very big. So, instead of, like, sort of doing what they did in the retail version, which is, like, sort of cleverly hide the edges with, like, trees and shrubbery and stuff. What they did a lot here was basically just create, like, giant mountainsides and, like, just massive amounts of geometry to kind of, like, hide the world ending, essentially. So it's just a super, super, super big area. Just unnecessarily large. Also, a weird observation, but it seems like a lot of the old maps were designed as if they were 2D at some point, so they definitely had to rethink their philosophy. Yeah, I don't know if they were necessarily 2D at some point, but I definitely think that the designers were, you know, had worked on 2D games, had worked on 2D Zelda, etc., and were coming in with that mindset and trying to figure out how to apply the previous magic they created into something that was three-dimensional. So a little bit different, you know, than normal, but you can kind of see the gears turning as you look at different builds of the game, where it's like, you know, obviously this area is very flat and kind of boring compared to the retail graveyard, right? The retail graveyard's a lot different looking and much more dynamic, whereas this just kind of has like a slight slope and not much else. There we go. Let's see. The Lost Woods. Truly a bizarre area. In the final game, you get a lot more trees that are just sort of like part of the textures on the wall, right? Whereas in the earlier version of the game, you get like big old, like, actual trees. Do my magic. Jeez, that's a long, long build-up. Uh-oh. I'm dizzy. Fighting this damn thing. Maybe I'll just run away. And quit. Come on. Like exploding these things. These little bushes. Oh, it's my boy Jabu. Remember back in the day, what was everyone calling her? Ariel or something? I don't remember, but she was like a model that was found or whatever. And everyone would be like, it's too impossible. Impossible to recreate her and put her back in the game. How dare you think that could be possible? Aria, okay. Check on my connection here. YouTube's actually telling me to increase my bit rate. I guess I could do that. And apply. Alright, stop complaining, YouTube. Here we go. Let's just go over the farm. Keep wanting to roll, but I just can't roll. Oops. Forgot to actually select it. There we go. Let's see here. Let me get on the horse. Juliet, I hope you're having fun. Thank you so much for the super chat. I want to see what the sign says. Come on. No! Let me read it! Let me read it. Maybe it doesn't have anything on it. What's happening? Why, Lord? Why won't you let me read this sign? to ride into the distance now. Here I am again. Hyrule Field. There's Zelda's horse. Let's go chase Zelda's horse and see what it's up to. No! The wall! God damn it. Let's go! No! I don't want to do that! It's too late now. The horse is clipped into the distance. Oh, no, there it is! I will find you, other horse. Is this Zelda's horse? I don't remember. I thought it was. Maybe it's just a horse. I just want to know what the horse's AI wants it to do, which is probably just run in a circle. We're gonna see. We're gonna see for sure what this horse is up to. It seems like when I speed up, that horse speeds up too. It's very sneaky. See, it's slowing down, and then... See, now it's speeding up again. It's a very sneaky horse. We're doing it, guys. We're doing it! Oh, we got stuck. I'm gonna head her off at the pass. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's go! I saw something in the distance there. Is that Ganon's horse? There we go. Alright, we're doing it. We're jumping over this. Let's go! There we go. Gotta go to Ganon's horse. Come on. Come on, you. Let's do this thing. Should be dead by now. I love the unlimited arrows, though. That's fun. We'll try one more time to murder that horse, okay? I think we can do it if we try. If we pull together as a team, we might be able to murder this horse. There we go. That's it. Perfect. This is beautiful. I'm doing a great job. I'm really proud of myself. I'm glad that this is what I decided to do with my life. Alright, this is the big one, guys. We're doing it. We're doing it again. The horse doesn't look like it's taking damage. No, of course not. No, I just shot 1,000 arrows into its ass. It doesn't take damage. I feel like there's a single speed value for the horses, so as soon as you boost the others do too. Yeah, it does seem that way. Let's try out one or two more areas here. Do, 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 do. This one's a fun one. They just follow a path wall. Yeah. Figured they probably do. Alright, let's do this thing. Again, just a huge, I mean, it's like flat, right? So it's like obviously like kind of an early area when they're just kind of messing around, testing stuff. But it's just like so vast, you know, it's so huge. I mean, these like targets are like way off into the distance. Obviously, I'm doing an excellent job of hitting them. Just absolutely wonderful job of hitting them. It's just, you know, totally doing my best here. So, since Zella's watching, I guess probably when you guys do a version 1.1, which I know you guys aren't going to do, but if you do, can you please have horse damage? And if the horse gets too damaged, it just explodes like a bomb does, or like maybe like the Dodongos do, where they just start like flashing red and then they just like implode. So I think that would be pretty good. Maybe you can do that. I think that would probably be the biggest thing that this mod is unfortunately missing, is exploding horses, but you know, maybe that's just me and my personal taste. Neiman, glad to be back on the stream. You are a saint. Oh, well, I am not, but thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Great idea, he says. Begrudgingly says, great idea. And as a reminder, links to Zell's channel, Twitter, and Patreon are in the description below. So if you would like to support the creator, the team leader of this mod, obviously many people worked on it, but he was sort of the CEO of the project, so to speak, did a massive amount of work on it. His information is in the description below, so you should definitely check that out, especially if, you know, Zelda modding and, you know, either modding it as in you are the one modding it, or just reaping the benefits of the mod, which is what I do because I can't program. So I just enjoy playing them and showcasing them. But yeah, if you are into either of those aspects of it, definitely check out his stuff, because there's a lot more stuff that he's done, and also stuff in the the pipeline that he's going to be working on. So definitely make sure to click those links. Let's do one more before I go off and get some food or something. What's this one again? I can't remember. I think I remember this. Oh yeah, that's a good one to check here. Zora's River. This is a fun one. Why can I target? There we go. Like how they shrank down just to nothingness, like they were full of air. So cool seeing these enemies just so early. I shot that one right in the eyeball. Hey Tony, it's good to see someone who loves N64 as much as, or more than, I do. I do love me some N64. I think it's an odd system, but it came out at a time where it's like there was such a transition going on. And it was like, it's really sort of a product of its time, of people trying to figure out 3D, and in some cases succeeding, some cases not succeeding, but also finally having enough power to be able to do it reasonably well. Like, you know, for example, you have stuff like the 3DO, where it's like, you know, earlier than the PlayStation. It does 3D well for its capabilities. But, it was less powerful than the PlayStation. And people at the time just didn't know really how to program that well for it. So it's kind of like is sort of a victim of those two things combined. Whereas by the time the N64 came around, it's like, okay, we've been programming 3D for a while. Like, still, it's not 100%. The cameras are still a little funky. But, you can really do something with it. If you really, like, put the effort in. So it's kind of an odd area. Where it's just like, we have enough polygons to make it work. Oopsie. Let's do just one more, and then I'm going to grab a bite to eat, call it a day, do some Christmassy stuff. Oh, why not? Let's do the fairy fountain. Just because it's a gorgeous way to end. Super pretty. Now, if only there were a couple of unicorns hanging out on the sides there, but what are you going to do? Absolutely gorgeous area. Check something real quick here. All right, peoples. I will continue streaming this on a different day because there's a lot more to showcase, but I kind of want to just do a little something because I didn't have a video for this upcoming weekend just because of holiday stuff going on. So I wanted to throw a little something out there for you guys to check out and enjoy sort of as a substitute, and hopefully you like this. Again, make sure to check out Zell's stuff in the description below. Support our show. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure to subscribe, all that good stuff, yada, yada, yada. Hope you all have a very Merry Christmas and an excellent New Year as well. So I will hopefully talk to you all very soon. Take care of yourselves. Be safe during the holiday, and we'll see you next time.